The state could soon have more vague teaching standards for topics like climate change and evolution.
Today, the State Board of Education got one step closer to changing the state's science standards. And KCRG TV9's Jackson Valenta spoke to educators who say the standards will be a step back.
Beth, when the science standards were first proposed, they removed all mentions of the phrase climate change and most mentions of evolution. The standards have since been revised, but educators say they're still missing key scientific details. Education standards can affect teaching, textbooks, and testing. For newer teachers, the standards provide a critical guidance. New science standards in Iowa are removing key scientific facts, including information surrounding climate change,
which is vaguer and obscures the fact that what teachers are supposed to be teaching to comply with that standard is recent climate change caused by human activity.
At first, this is what the science standards looked like. This standard explicitly discussed how human practices of burning fossil fuels contributes to the rise in global temperatures. The newly adopted standard does not mention humans' impact on climate change, and it adds the Earth has experienced natural warming and cooling over time.
Do you think that there's some danger in this kind of refusal to acknowledge the human impact on climate change?
If Iowa students don't come to understand this today, they won't be in a position to take suitable action tomorrow.
The State Department of Education has repeatedly refused to tell me who initially removed climate change from the standards. Local educators say they feel their feedback was ignored.
It was completely opaque. So it's kind of, you put your comments in and hope.
While educators agree the new science standards are an improvement over what was first proposed months ago, everyone I've spoken to says it feels like one step forward and two steps back. Now, to be clear, science standards changing doesn't mean that all science teachers in the state are going to teach different curricula, but the National Center for Science Education says standards can act as a shield to protect teachers when they face backlash for teaching topics that are socially controversial but not scientifically controversial. In the studio, Jackson Valenti, KCRG TV9 News.
Jackson.